We have the psoas muscle, which has components to it. So the iliopsoas muscle, we have the rec fem muscle, we have the sartorius, we have a bunch of muscles in the front of the hip. At the end of the day, they basically bring the hip up into hip flexion. And when we zoom out and we think about the hip flexors, we want to think about just lines of tension. The hip flexors live on this front part. So the stretches that we're going to be doing is addressing all of this tissue in the front versus being so specific and saying, I'm only hitting the psoas, or I'm only hitting the rec fem, or I'm only hitting the sartorius muscle. All those muscles have function in hip flexion. So a better approach is to just work on the things that do hip flexion and stretch what needs to be stretched, or strengthen what needs to be strengthened. A lot of times when it comes to tightness around this region, other components that are missed are strengthening areas opposite of the joint, such as the glute muscles. So in this video, we're gonna go over a 3-step process to address the hip flexor region much more effectively.